Is LA Talk Live, and we're more than just talk. Stay tuned.
I'm alive, and when you groove in rhythm we survive. So don't panic, no drum machines. This is all organic. Just Sly and Robbie on the drums and the bass, Sticky on percussion, and we mashing up the place. Giving you a beat you can rock and roll to, giving you a sound you can shake your soul to. So hip hoppers, rockers, loose rockers, even woodstockers. Don't need a passport, just send a postcard. Send me a message, let me know how you are. Whether you are walking or driving in your car, throw your hands high, tell me who you are. Say hello, 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 bonjour, bonjour, hola, 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 konnichiwa, konnichiwa, hello, 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 bonjour.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why is it got to be so damn tough?
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Yeah.
Right here. You up in the shock reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure.
Yeah. And the magnificent action pack, got facts, got truth. Shock factors on now, where are you? Live and direct on your internet. Hot new talent always on the set. Yeah, broadcasting coast to coast. International too. Toast. Yes, we fresh to death. Wanna let you know we are the best. Got that walk and the right talk, that LA Talk Live coming at ya. Shakim and the Shock Factor.
That radio will change forever.
Okay, dear. Great dinner. It's 8 o'clock and it's Friday. We're gonna watch LA Talk Live. Got this new show called The Shock Factor. Okay, let's check it out.
From the boots to the black man, rockin' with the Shock Factor. And it's the fact that we have you on live from 8 to 10 o'clock. You up in the shop right here. Hi, this is Z. Yo, this is Momo, and you tune into the Shock Factor on LATalkLive.com. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. From the boots to the black man, rockin' with the Shock Factor. You up in the shop, and it's the fact that we have you on live from 8 to 10 o'clock. Right here.
I'm Shakim Williams and I'm the host of The Shock Factor. Momo and Princess Deedon came over and took over the whole thing. Cletus, I need some help up in here every Friday. I need some help, please.
From the boots to the black man, rockin' with the Shock Factor. From the boots to the black man, rockin' with the Shock Factor.
So don't forget to tune into The Shock Factor
every Friday night, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Wake up!
Had the power of all the world in his hand, but he didn't know it was his downfall, that he just couldn't understand. That every day ain't always ice cream and cake. You gotta stay alive, just to back the beast. You just might resume your thinking world.
I'm trying, but my eyes won't open. Baby, close too long, hold on, let me try to regain focus. My life is still rearranged, everything's been changed. My name, my identity, I can't believe I played that.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Shock Factor. It's Friday. It's LA Talk Live. It's another Friday, and it's happened to be a sad Friday for me. A lot of crazy things that's going on in the world today. Oh my God, can you believe what's actually happening out here? We're getting ready for this 2013. And kids and young adults are being killed. And it's a sad situation. We need to wake up from it. There's a lot of things that's going on. We need to fix this situation. Excuse me. I'm Shakim. And I am the host of the Shock Factor. I'm gonna go ahead, Princess D, get to you. But I just wanted to say something because we're gonna take a quick commercial break and we're gonna come back. We have a great panel. I don't know if our guest is gonna come in because it's raining really bad. Well, it's not raining bad outside, but when it rains out here in California, they act like it's snow. Like I don't know, but but we'll deal with that. But welcome to the Shock Factor in LA Talk Live. Wow. I'm still trying to get my mind over, these kids and these adults dying, right? In Connecticut. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to move forward. We're going to push forward. We got Mrs. LaTanya Washington. We got her in the studio. Everybody's running a little late. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back in a couple of minutes. Bring everybody in and let's get to it, okay? We'll be back with more Shock Factor here on LA Talk Live. We'll be back in a minute. 2 and 2. Yeah, welcome back to the Shock Factor here on LA Talk Live. We are back. Had to take a quick break. I thought I was gonna, get a little bit emotional. We was talking about that on the last show. Being a little bit emotional. Men showing their emotions. I would like to welcome. I'm your host, Shakim Williams.
I'm Princess D.
And I want to welcome. Let me just go ahead and get my cameras together. Boom. Boom. There she go, LaTanya.
In the house.
Let's make sure you're on that mic right quick. Go ahead and say something to me.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
And you're looking fabulous.
Why, thank you very much.
You're looking fabulous, and thank you for stopping by.
Of course.
And LaTanya, Miss Wash, she's going to be our co-host today. I know Mo's going to be coming in a little bit late. She'll probably be coming in right when it's time to, when it's over. We had a few guests coming in today. They're late, and that's, what reality radio is all about.
It's Friday night.
It is definitely Friday, and wow, I was just, gun control or liberty.
Mm.
You know, are we gonna take some of our liberties away for gun control rights? Now there are many people in the South and just many gun owners that will, when you start talking about taking away their guns, it's a problem. It's a major problem, and politically, politicians don't stand up for it either, and it's sad because when you see kids dying, when you see adults is bad enough, and anybody dying, by someone else's malicious
Right.
intent, it's crazy. So, and I had a whole show today because I wanted to get into business women, and maybe we can to that degree, but this was so. And then you hear about China. A
Right.
guy in China is sticking the
Little
kids.
kids.
Really? Is that's what's happening
Did the kids in the China situation happen today or yesterday?
today?
So it's the same.
It happened this round, simultaneously, or whatever. But it was like, really, kids? I mean, granted, we can't forget about the adults that passed away. And I was reading some of the. They was talking about the little dude, right? He was They said he was troubled. His mom worked at the school.
Hmm.
They thought they had his brother, but it was him. He went to an elementary school to kill his mom,
Hmm.
right? And everybody's talking about this, and this we need to, and I just say this: we need to find solutions because we've been talking about
That's right.
the massacre that happened, with the Congress lady, or now, as well as Columbine, West Virginia Tech,
Oregon. Right.
or and there's things that's going on around the world, and it's like, okay, is it something else saying that we want to take everybody's guns? Because some people think this too, that this it's an element out there that want to take the guns away so that it can control people better, by causing some of the most unspeakable crimes, or is it just some sick people?
Sick people. Because the guns belonged to his mother.
Oh,
You
shit.
know that, did you? Those belonged to his mother, so those were legal. They were legal. He just happened to pick them up, and but troubled child. When it begins to unfold, you'll hear a lot. But you have a lot of sick people in the world nowadays, and the problem is a lot of times people need to go to therapy. Especially we feel like, oh, just talk it out, but sometimes you need to see a psychiatrist.
I just think about that. Like, what about all the tragedies that happened in the world prior, and nobody got a chance to see a psychiatrist? They probably needed to, granted, but probably some things they got a chance to talk to their family. But this is hard. When you see somebody going into an elementary school and killing kids.
And it was planned. He had a plan.
Expound on it. Did you? Because I saw a little bit of it.
Well, it's been unfolding and we don't know everything just yet.
Yeah.
But the whole thing it was said that his mother and father, they were divorced. He blamed his mother for a lot of things. And so therefore, the plan was, of course, to go in after his mom. And sometimes you don't know what's going through people's minds because it could be a son who blamed his mother for everything and looked at, well, I'm going to get her and you guys are not going to have her either.
Right.
So you don't even think straight. They just say there's a thin line between sanity and insanity.
Right.
And it's very obvious he was insane.
Wow.
And just a young boy, what was he, 22?
24?
The brother's
Wow,
24.
Oh, how old was he then? 22?
20.
20.
20.
20 years
Yeah, they
old.
thought he was the brother. Yeah. Yeah.
Troubled. And I know there was another person found in the house. Was that the father?
No,
Dead?
it's the mother. No,
Was it
no,
the
no.
father?
It's the mother.
The father was killed before.
So who was the? Because The thing is about it, since the morning, it's been all types of information going on. Nothing has been confirmed yet. The only thing that has for sure been confirmed is that
It was the father in the house.
and the mom where he lived.
There's a father.
In the
He
house.
killed the father?
At the house. And the mother at the school.
No, I heard the mother was found at the house.
The father was at the house and the mother was at the school.
I mean, there's a lot of things that's
So we
going-
won't really know everything until
yeah.
Right. It'll unfold.
But either way, I mean, the reality of it, there's dead people, and there's troubled teenagers.
Mm-hmm. And adults.
Well, they turn into adults.
Ooh.
They turn into adults. You know, they carry the mental. And now these days, these kids have access to so much.
Right.
Information of how to.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
How to do, and they have
They're very wise.
You never know who you with, who you around, or what the hell is going to happen. And then when you was he on drugs? I don't know. Maybe not.
I'm reading on CNN right now. Like I said, I keep hearing different things. Like you guys are saying one thing, I'm reading another one. His parents divorced when he was 17. Their parents split up, and then his dad remarried. But right here it says his father, Peter Lanza, remarried and lived not too far from Newtown. So he was questioned by authorities. So I mean, apparently still alive. Yeah, because that's what I'm reading here, and this was updated about 2 hours ago. So, like I said, a lot of the stuff still has not been confirmed. So, I mean, we could say whatever we want. News people can say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, there's no truth to anything right now.
Well, yeah, they're I was the little that I did get a chance to watch. They were trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And figure everything out, because when you're speaking about 20 kids, right, and then you're talking about 6 adults. Right. He went in there and killed the principal.
Sure did.
Everybody that was in there, how did he, and the most touching thing that I saw was when our president got up to speak about that. He had to be thinking about his about his daughters.
Yep.
Right, and everybody that's out there that has kids. They were thinking oh my God,
could have been mine.
So if everybody can if you're home already, tuning in, just if your kids are asleep on the East Coast, or if you're on the West Coast tuned in, give them a hug.
Right.
I mean, it's sad that certain aspects get people to do things, like to change their paradigm or see things a little bit different when tragic happens. We got a call coming in too. And I'm going to take this call just to make sure, who is this? Caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Hello?
Hi, this is Dara.
Hi, Dara. How are you?
Jara.
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
Jara, is it? I'm well. How are you? And where are you calling from? Where are you calling from, Jara? Right.
I'm calling from Chicago, the Chi-Town.
Chi-Town. Hey, what's going on in Chicago? It's cold out there in Chicago. It's wet. What y'all doing in Chicago?
Yes.
What's happening, Jar? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good, actually.
You have any thoughts on today's tragedies? I mean, there's a tragedy going on. The funny part is that there's a tragedy.
You said what? I think we're having a bad signal.
Oh, I was asking. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. It's going in and out.
It's going in and out, she said.
Do you have any comments on today? What happened today?
I still couldn't hear you.
Do you have any comments on what happened today?
No comments. I mean, I just, I'm just heartfelt. Everything that happened.
Well, that's a comment.
Yeah, that's true.
Jara, I actually wrote an autobiography. What is it called again, Jara? Jump Off?
It's called Jump Off.
Okay. and her connection with Tupac Shakur and a few other people. I'm going to be interviewing her a little bit later on.
Yeah, Tupac, Suge Knight, R.
Oh,
Kelly.
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we got to get that in. We got to get that in. Oh my God, is she going to call back and we can talk to her about that?
She'll be in California in January, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Well, maybe,
I got her, man. I got her.
All right.
Real talk.
That's well, maybe y'all can come back in.
I like
Come
to
back.
stop
We can get it
LA
in.
Talk Live. What's going on,
Hey,
guys?
we'll do that.
Yeah. Hey, you know, the shock factor, we got it popping right now. We really appreciate you calling in, Jara. You have any comments or anything that you want to say or talk about right quick before we take a quick commercial?
Well, I just want to just let everybody know that, I will be there next month, January. I'm the author rapper of Jump Off the Book. Also, there's a song, first time ever done, where you have the book and the song to follow up and to pretty much go with the book and the flow of everything. So, just look out for it. It's a true story about my life with Tupac, Suge Knight, R. Kelly.
Wow.
And it will be
like
popular.
that. I know
you're
You
like thug life.
What?
You little thug.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We got it.
It will be fun. I'll tell you that.
We definitely got to get that in. We definitely want to have you come in on the Shock Factor on LA Talk Live. When you get into town, Latanya.
I'll bring her in, huh?
Latanya's going to bring you in, and we're going to get it in. We want to know the inside scoop of what happened with you, Tupac, and Suge Knight. Suge Knight is off the chain right now.
Off the chain.
I know Suge is off the chain right now.
Like, what the hell is going on, Cletus? Cletus Jenkins. What's going on with Cletus Jenkins?
Hey, not only Sugar's off the chain, Jara Everett's off the chain too. Hey.
All right,
girl.
Hey, Jara, we look forward to seeing.
Yes.
We look forward to seeing you. You have any shout outs before we go?
I'd like to shout out to you guys. What's going on? LA Talk Live.
There it is.
Factory, Shakim Williams, everybody. What's going on?
All right.
All right for the Shock
that.
Factory. I love that. Welcome to the Shock Factory. I love that. Shock Factor. But look, Jara, I really appreciate your positive energy. You sound awesome, and I can't wait to meet you, okay? I can't wait. Can't wait to meet you, Jara.
I can't wait to see you guys.
All right, thank you for calling.
I'm
She want to meet you.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
The next one.
All right. I mean, I know I got haters in the world, but oh my God, haters everywhere. Haters to the left of us, haters to the right of us. I got a song for y'all. Matter of fact, I gotta bust out my song. Come on in, my brother. Hey, I got haters. I got a song for you today. Before I go ahead and play that,
Here we go.
This is what's going on right now. You know who Donny Hathaway is.
No,
you may
I don't.
not know.
I don't know.
You need to find out.
All right.
Little youngin.
All right.
Little youngin don't know who Donny Hathaway is. She needs to find out. Look, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. You're tuned into the Shock Factor here on LA Talk Live. I'm your host, Shakim Williams.
I'm Princess D.
And I'm Momo.
Yeah, Momo's in the house, and we got a couple of more guests stopping in. We really appreciate that. My brother, this brother right here is deep. He about to drop some science on the Moors and some other things too as well. Look, give us a couple of minutes. We'll be back with more Shock Factor here on LA Talk Live in a couple of minutes. And Momo, you brought somebody with you?
Yes.
And he looks big.
Yo, play.
He's a big guy. He must play football or something, or just beat motherfuckers up.
I think he just beat people up.
Either play football or I'm just stumping on you. Look, we'll be back with more Shock Factor here on LA Talk Live in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We got to find a way. Bring What's going on?
Yeah. Johnny Hathaway live. What's going on? I don't know if y'all know about that, but y'all need to know.
You know, I actually do know the song. I just never knew.
Sure you did.
Who
Anyway,
the artist was.
Sure you did.
I knew the
Anyway.
song. Yeah, I didn't know it was this one. It sounded weird.
Yeah, sure you did. Anyway, so let's get to the guest now.
So rude.
That's
Sure.
dirty. Do I have to get him tonight?
Look, your boyfriend's like,
I gotta get him.
Let's get your friend.
look,
yeah,
your,
I gotta get him. Get him.
Look, your boyfriend was like, Donnie Hathaway. Donnie Hathaway. He was like telling her, like, she was like, I don't hear you. I don't understand. I don't hear you. I don't know what you said.
All right, let's
Okay.
move
No,
on.
I'm about to get
All
on you.
Let's move on now. All right.
Y'all like to get on me. Y'all got
All
your, you know, his boyfriends.
Let's
like
keep
that.
it pushing.
I just want to keep it in. Look, so anyway, welcome back to the Shock Factor. I'm your host, Shakim Williams.
I'm Princess D.
And I'm Momo.
Hey, guys, if you want to go ahead and call into this discussion, we're just, you know, it's a little bit somber, trying to make light of it, but, you know, how can you? 323-247-7443. If you want to go ahead and call in. Once again, that number is 323-247-7443. We got Miss LaTanya Washington.
Yes.
And looking fantabulosos.
She got those eyelashes popping.
I keep staring at her.
And I'm like, damn.
Like,
yeah,
I keep looking at her.
Pop it.
So Momo's in the house. She finally made it. She got her Jesus piece on. Hi, Mo.
That's right. I love the Lord. I love you, Jesus. So
Okay.
good to me.
Anyway, so I see you brought a guest with you.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I mean, bruh.
This
What's
is ex-NFL player for the Minnesota Vikings, Kenny Clark. Can we get the stadium clap?
Hold on. I'm not ready for the stadium clap. You gotta wait a minute.
We'll clap. We got you.
Stadium clap. I'm sorry, bro. I know you used to the stadium. I know you used to the stadium clap, right? How you doing, my brother?
I'm all right. How y'all doing?
We're good, man. Thank you
right.
for stopping by. We
Right.
really appreciate you, man, coming in.
No doubt.
Ex-football player. How
Yeah.
was, just very briefly, give us a little bit of your background. Just
Do you have a concussion?
plenty. That's Princess D.
Yeah.
Princess D.
That was an everyday occurrence.
Right.
Yeah. But Florida boy, Ocala, Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah. Shout out to Ocala.
Yeah. I gotta give another shout out for Florida.
Yeah,
I spent a lot of time in St. Pete.
Right.
Tampa.
Yeah.
But
that's that ain't that far from the crib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He asked me when I asked him to be a guest on the show, and he was like, I mean, is it fun? Like, what did you talk about? Is it cool? Like, I have a good time. I was like, man.
Oh, we about to get crunk on here in a minute.
Man.
That's
I'm trying not to,
Right.
it's a little bit somber because I was hurting today.
Yeah.
Right. Anytime, when you hear about people in general, their circumstances and situations, it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't ain't no way. But when you see little bitty, I teach little kids. You're talking about second, third grade.
That grieved my spirit today.
I mean, how can anybody be on anything other than we need to find a solution?
Yeah, that's
true. And then your situation. I know you've been in the football, and the guy that what was the situation that happened?
Javon. Yeah.
What did you think? What?
And you know what? I mean, I heard the boy. I heard he had some problems. But football doesn't help.
Yeah.
When you got somebody with issues, that's what I hear anyways. But football doesn't help with all the collisions and stuff. It does something to your brain, and it make you do stuff that you probably normally wouldn't do. Now that was very outlandish what he did, and I mean, I feel sorry for the family of the innocent of the fiance or whatever she was, because if you want to take a life, take your own life. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess up
somebody
else's life and leave a kid orphan. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do that, just take yourself out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, by no means am I saying commit suicide.
No, I mean, but if you don't kill yourself,
kill yourself. Everybody ain't got to say.
We were all like,
right.
Well,
they said today. They said that I didn't mean to cut you off, Kenny, but they said today the update was that they were arguing over the paternity of the child.
Yeah.
And that's what escalated the situation.
And that was the first thing that I said, and I was like, what would make? I mean, I can't see anything that would make a man trigger to go I got to kill you and then myself.
But you know what? You know what I'm saying?
Give me some real.
Add on to that, you talking about the paternity of a child, but you was caught out with your side piece that same night. Hours before that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you can't take it, don't give it out.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I'm gonna share some stuff with y'all on Shock Factor.
Wait, did you even hear the first rumor though? That what was the actual reason why he killed her?
No.
You didn't know about that? Okay. The Trey Songz.
Trey Songz get people killed, man.
Yeah, don't put Trey in there. Don't do that, Trey.
Lord.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder if Trey Songz was like, man.
Trigger. He was like, I ain't had nothing to do with that. I'm sorry.
I ain't need that. I've been in a situation, right? Let me give y'all some real shit. From Shock Factor, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
Real shit.
This is secret.
Real talk.
Shock Factor. Real talk.
Secrets.
Give it up.
I was with a young lady for about 9 years.
Just kidding.
Don't get. Come on. Don't get banned from the Shock Factor.
Gonna put you on mute in a minute.
Don't get banned. But I was with a young lady for 9 years. She said that the baby was mine, and found out that the baby wasn't. But that didn't stop me from taking care of it. But we had to go to court, and figure it all out, and then found out at the end of the day that she was the lying son of a biscuits.
Right.
Damn.
She for 9 years.
Yeah.
You put it in, time in, and she's like, everything is all good.
Right.
This is you, and looking at me like, hey. So when you go, I can understand that. Old boy man found out this wasn't his.
Yeah.
Right now, in my mind, everything in my mind, I wanted to go off. I wanted to do. If she was in 3 other states away, like when she was next door.
Yeah, but did you want to kill yourself too, though?
No.
Okay,
I'm not.
Very rare that people want to
Let me
kill
ask you this: every time you saw the child, you weren't like, maybe you don't look like me. You never felt it.
Well, let me tell you some real. Here's some other real stuff. Mom Dukes, when the baby was born, my mom is super duper. You got those old school moms.
Oh yeah,
they keep it 100.
Yeah, don't go all the way there.
That's not yours.
Something right.
She like that's not my mom. Like she held the baby when the baby was born, like maybe a month. and like we was in, over the family, everybody together. My mom holding the baby in front of all of them. This is not yours.
Yeah.
But if you say it is, Mom Dukes was like, if you say it is, then it or whatever. But this is not us.
Mama knows. Mama knows.
Mom Dukes.
Nah, my mom even realer than that. She gonna tell you, look here, this ain't your child. You ain't taking care of.
Don't do it.
Get you and the husband out the door.
Yeah. Y'all need to make way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go get this set immediately.
So here we are. We're getting ready for, a lot of people 20, 21, 12, 12, 21,
What?
12.
Hey, you say it wrong every time.
2013?
No. So we're getting ready for the so-called change in.
Oh, 1221.
That's what I said.
What did you say?
I said 12, 21.
12.
Well,
I heard
depending on how you
20.
Okay.
12.
And you want to go ahead and correct me for this 5 minutes?
Uh-oh, here
you
we
wanted
go.
me to get in on you?
We can go all
You
night.
can just say, Shakim, just say it's 21.
Shakim, you're wrong. It
Okay.
is
Thank you.
December 21st.
But if you want to get it in, I'm really
Can you just go?
I'm
Let's
really
go.
emotional right
Let's
now,
go.
Cletus.
Let's
This is
go.
emotional, Cletus. I don't know what to say right
All right,
now.
so what's gonna happen?
Basically, he's saying that all these issues and all the problems that seems to be
Because of-
arising is because there's a shift in the atmosphere and people are just not taking it well.
I heard it's gonna be 3 days of darkness.
Well, that's not necessarily to be
2 days.
confirmed.
2?
Yeah.
But the reality of it is
Well, I
this.
hope I ain't alone.
I think the reality of it.
Wait,
Good Lord.
wait.
I go for 3 days of darkness. I get the darkness. I gotta go 3 days.
Gotta get on them knees.
Right. I think the reality of it is that, what our people used to teach back in the day. I'll just say that our brothers and sisters of ancient, times, we're getting ready to go into this galactic alignment, right? With our solar system and our sun
All
is
on my line.
right. It's about to align with the center of our galaxy, which is the black hole was in our galaxy. So what they're saying is that there's energy that comes in, and that it elevates us into this higher frequency. And a lot of people don't understand what's going on because if they're not aware, which 99% of people are not aware about so much, but we're trying to figure it out. But this higher elevation, this signal, this frequency is beaming in, and our sun is giving us this information from the center of our galaxy about elevating ourselves in this change. So the Mayans never said that it was gonna, after this, 12/21, 2012, that everything was gonna end. It was just the end of a cycle, right? And we're getting ready to go into a new cycle, in which a lot of people believe it's the water bearer or Aquarius. We're getting ready to go into Aquarius, although I believe that we already been. But there's some crazy stuff that's going on for sure.
Oh, when you weren't here, they said that you were so late the other day that you were in 2000 and.
Right. Because
I forgot what year. Ness.
Ness said it because it's like.
Where's Ness at?
Not here.
The Pope. The Pope just took back Jesus Christ's birthday.
Ness,
7 years.
you're not getting no more mac and cheese. I'm gonna send that out. Don't ask me to make a damn dish.
Like, why did he do that?
Trying to put me on
It's
blast.
like it's
for being
2000
late.
and I can't remember.
There's a reason why.
17, 18. That's how late you
Princess D
were.
told on you.
He was a tattletale.
No, it was funny. So
But
I
Ness
Yes, I got you. I got
Ness said that it was this that was going on. Come on.
She ratted you out, Ness.
He's a,
I know that Eric didn't say nothing because that's my boy. See, Philly, we stick together, so
Yeah,
I
he didn't
know.
say nothing.
Yeah, he was
What-
probably like, it's traffic crazy out there.
what he did say is that you're always late. But anyway, so my brother,
Yeah.
you're not. Are you still? You still play with the Minnesota Vikings?
Nah, hell no.
You didn't hear her say.
Retired. I said retired.
Didn't you hear that part?
Ex NFL.
I was too busy over here trying to get shit together over here.
All right.
Should have been finding Trinidad James.
Right. Why are you not?
I found
Did
him
you-
and it wouldn't pull up correctly.
Oh, we gotta put
You're
it.
lying.
We have to treat our guests well.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of your artists? I didn't know what.
No.
Yeah, all I know is this. All I know is this is my favorite song. For all you haters out here.
Oh, God.
Let me get. Hey.
Anyway, so back to the interview.
No, hold on one quick second. Y'all had to hear this right quick. I get
Did
this
you
song.
make this?
I got this song for y'all.
Did you make this?
I wish I did. But it's for y'all. Come on. Here we go.
If I could give you the world on a silver platter, would it even matter? You still be mad at me.
What?
I'm finding all this.
Haters.
Doesn't want this, which I would give to you.
I noticed that a lot of lame people say they have haters. You know what? That's so true. You're so lame. You always gotta say, I got haters.
I don't feel no fault for all the lies that you want. You can try as you may.
Nobody hating on you. You lame.
That's all it is.
What? Ish.
Come on.
Can I drink on here?
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course.
I'm saying I'm gonna get a cup. I don't want little kids thinking this shit all right.
No, ain't no kids watching this.
Boy, you don't know what we talk about on this. Oh my God. I don't know what kids listen to this shit, right?
Let me turn
I
up.
matter of fact, I'm gonna set up a mic for you. I'm gonna take a quick break, right? Because we got a lot of stuff to talk about,
Yeah.
and we haven't even gotten in it yet. I want to
Yeah,
talk.
because I want to talk about athletes and guns.
We want to talk about that. I want to speak with Miss Latanya. I know she has a lot of.
Eyelashes. You should flutter your eyelashes.
Love it.
Yeah, we love it. Look,
It's so cute.
we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna get my brother here for another brother in from
Philly.
Philly. Philly's in the house right now.
Need it.
We gotta get this positive energy
Did
going
you ever
on.
try to convince me to go vegetarian?
You need to.
Here we go. Are you vegetarian?
Hell no.
That's what I
She
can't.
needs to
You can't
too.
be this thick eating veggies.
All the chunkies.
I tried to go vegetarian. I lasted an hour.
I did that shit for like a year.
A year?
I did it for a year.
Were you playing
Yeah.
football?
Nah, I was
Exactly.
tired at that point.
Exactly.
At that point.
No, my girl had me on that shit because that's all she would cook was vegetarian. So
Oh, well, you just stuck with it.
I had to.
But that's the right shit though. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
It is
To each
good
his
shit.
own.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah. To each his own. Really?
I think he
Yeah,
told me I was
that's
gonna
what I said.
die.
Really?
To each his own.
Yeah. We'll be back with more Shock Factor here on LA Talk Live. I'm your host Shakim Williams,
I'm Princess D.
And I'm Momo.
and we'll be right back with our panel. We're about to go ahead and get it in on some real conversation. We'll be back. 2 and 2.
So shall it be. You cannot hate on me, 'cause my mind is free. Feel my destiny. So shall it be. You cannot hate on me, hater. My mind is free. Feel some destiny. You can make me. You cannot hate. Go ahead and hate on me, hater. Free. I'm not afraid of me. I got some shame for me. You can hate on me.
Okay, dear. Great dinner. It's 8 o'clock and it's Friday. We're gonna watch LA Talk Live. Got this new show called The Shock Factor. Okay, let's check it out.
From the boots to the block, you now rockin' with the shot factor. And it's the fact that we have you on live from 8 to 10 o'clock. You up in the shop right here. Hi, this is D. Yo, this is Momo, and you tune into the Shock Factor on LATalkLive.com. Reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. From the boots to the block, you now rockin' with the shot factor. You up in the shop, and it's the fact that we have you on live from 8 to 10 o'clock. Right here.
I'm Shakim Williams and I'm the host of The Shock Factor. Momo and Princess Deedon came over and took over the whole thing. Cletus, I need some help up in here every Friday. I need some help, please.
From the boots
Please,
to the block,
please.
you now rockin' with the shot factor. From the boots to the block, you now rockin' with the shot factor.
So don't forget to tune into The Shock Factor.
Every Friday night, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
We work hard every day. You know that's what we do. That's why we ball like every day. I swear there's nothing to it. We gon' work before we play. When we play, yeah, we go stupid. This right here is called a movement. You not with us to keep it moving. We go hard, 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 we go hard. in. Like a superstar in front of the club, motherfucker, I go in. Got more money to spend. Got racks on racks, stacks on stacks. Cool G shirt with the hat to match. Stunting on niggas, color black on black. Violence, I'ma win. Got DJs on the payroll. Bitches that fuck when I say so. So bitch niggas need to lay low. I'm all about my pesos. Work hard and I play hard. Y'all niggas ain't on my radar. So watch what the fuck you say, boy. Got money on my mind from working all the time. Bills coming in, so all I do is grind. I'm stressed like a motherfucker, about to lose my mind. So that's why when I hit the club, I spend my money and live it up. We work hard every day. No nights off, we do it. That's why we ball like every day. I swear there's nothing to it. We go work before we play. When we play, yeah, we go stupid. This right here is called a movement. You not with us to keep it moving. We go hard, 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 we go hard.
Yeah, we go hard.
Who is this?
We go.
Who is this?
It's some shit from the ATL, son.
So why can't you play Trinidad James?
Steve
From the
Fizzle.
ATL? Yeah, support your people. Oh, they're not your people.
You got to play it. I'm sorry. You
C
gotta
Fizzle,
play
E Double. My boy E Double went ahead and dropped that off. This guy right here is the next hottest thing coming off the ATL. Look, only play the next
said
hottest
that?
thing.
Really?
Really?
You should play Trinidad
I just
James.
moved from there. Never heard of him.
Oh.
My bad. What's his name? My bad.
Did you really come from ATL?
I just moved from there in April.
Really? What part of town? You may have been in Buckhead.
No, I was in the new Buckhead, John's.
You
Creek.
so you ain't in the hood. I'm just saying, if you ain't in the hood, you ain't hearing about this cat right here. You the nice
I got a family. I can't be in the hood.
Right, you're supposed to be. You got it going on. Shit, why I wouldn't be in the hood? You know what I mean?
I don't want to be in the hood neither, and I ain't got a family.
I'll drop off some
God,
chickens.
Man, I'm nervous.
No, but
I'm in and out. I'm in there 30 more minutes.
Everybody on this panel been in the hood, lived in the hood, from the hood.
I still live in the hood.
Yeah, and still. Hold on. Go ahead.
Am my mic on?
There you go.
My mic sound nice.
There it is. What's up, son?
What's up, man? What's good?
Yeah, we back. We
All
back.
the women energy on this panel.
Ain't it powerful?
What does a woman energy feel like?
Wow.
Good. Good. We need balance.
I know that's
why
right.
I
He was
this
like,
show.
good.
Good.
Good God.
That
She go,
balance.
now
Made me want to go to church.
What does a man energy feel like?
Well, I don't
That's
know.
for real.
Egos,
Give us some problems.
egos and everything else. Man.
Man, he getting it in.
I'm
I think
keep
I love
it
him.
100, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. Oh, and I like the hood. I love the hood, man. So I'm a hood dude.
Yeah,
That's right. I love it too. For all of the 30 minutes I'm there,
Nah,
I got to get out.
You know, it's funny. I take the words from Paul Mooney when I moved out here. He said, "Good luck." My man Paul Mooney said, "Good luck." I said, "Paul, I'm like you. I'm neighborhood, not Hollywood, dude."
Right, right.
So I go home every spot. If I'm in Detroit, I go to the worst neighborhood.
You know what? I can't even do 8 Mile. I can't do it.
I go 8 Mile ain't bad. People, you got to go a little further than 8 Mile.
Cool.
So 8 Mile is nothing, But if I'm in Chi-Town, I'm in the projects.
What
You know what I mean? Up there, what it used to be projects.
Yeah, 'cause they done
still
tore them down.
They still have some that's around. They're still there.
Why do you like to go in the neighborhood?
It's like home, man. It's like I don't believe in the God. I don't believe in the God Jesus, but Jesus went to the pimps and the hoes and everything else. So I'm like,
Kenny, are you in the neighborhood?
No, I tried that shit too, and I
There's no way you
know
can go
what
to
I'm
the
saying?
neighborhood.
I'm
Come
like,
on.
I'm going home. I'm gonna kick it with the homies.
Let me ask you a question.
Fuck around and get robbed.
Hello.
That told me I ain't supposed to be in the hood no more.
That's
You know
a
what
good.
I'm saying?
Ironically, that's a good question. Like when you get money, right? And whatever perceived money, and you go back. You try to go back to where you came from.
Yeah.
You want to get back.
Right.
Right. And you want to get back, but there's some cats there like, hey, I see you got, you blinging up in this motherfucker.
Yeah, they want that shit.
You over
too.
here shining? I gotta have that. This is mine, son. But that's the mentality.
Yeah.
How do you, how did you get around that, really?
You know what? I got around it. Trial by error. Like real talk.
Yeah.
Went home, you know what I'm saying, had just spent like 40 bands, 40,000 on jewelry.
40
bands.
Get home, chilling with my homies and you know what I'm saying.
They looking at you like
in the trap. Yeah, they looking at me. I'm chilling in the car with my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I see his homeboys keeping me out.
Yeah.
So boom. I'm rapping with him. They sticks the heat in the car.
No, they
You know what I'm
didn't.
saying?
For
Like,
those that don't know what heat is, that means a pistol.
yeah,
Gun
like, give me
gat.
your shit or I'ma kill you. So
Hey, take
at
this.
that point,
Yeah.
he'll take that. When you pull the pistol, you didn't even have to say kill because it was yours anyways.
I've
know
been
what
in
I'm
a
saying?
situation where, unfortunately, I went to the store. I was in front of her. In Atlanta, we got these. They used to have these Krogers, right? So I'm in front of the Kroger.
One time for Kroger. Yeah.
Look,
I know
I'm in
Kroger.
front of the Kroger, right? Rolling the blunt.
When do you not?
Look, all I see is this: the guy at the front, outside of my thing, like on the pistol on the glass. Boom. I'm like, I ain't even about to open it up. But then I saw his partner, right, open up the car door and like with the 9, like, get on out of the joint and give me the blunt too. Right. And that was
He
like
took the
You took the blunt
blunt.
too?
Hold on, you
Oh,
got
that's
robbed for a
just
blunt?
disrespectful.
no, he took the car and the blunt.
Oh,
Oh, that's disrespectful. He don't
I'ma
even
give
know
you
what
a
you
hug
had
when
in
we
the
get off
blunt.
air,
No,
dog.
no, no, no.
That's just
Like you could have left me the blunt.
Hey.
I was a little young shorty, but I'm
Yeah.
just
I
saying.
gotta walk and be sober.
Man,
Y'all killing me.
you know what's funny though, man? And first of all, I want to say the condolences go out to that the family.
Real
that,
talk. That's terrible.
What you call them that lost their children,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Connecticut.
I have to say that because actually I was a victim of gun violence too.
Yeah.
Being in Philly, this is why people ask me, Sabir, how could you still be in the hood after you've been shot so many times?
Yeah.
How many times have you been shot?
He said, shot how many times? I was shot once when I was younger in '87 in my leg. It was a 30-30 shotgun.
Nigga, how old is you? You look 16.
Right.
What you think? Man? I have a listen, bro. I have a 25-year-old.
He's
son.
vegetarian.
Oh, wow.
And I have a 15-year-old.
That's why.
And
Eat
I was
right.
shot in '97 5 times with a 38.
Oh my
And
God.
the way it happened, I was trying to take the gun from the dude, when I saw the gun. So it's like when people say, well, how could you, still be in the hood? It's this in my nature. When people talk about money, it don't impress me, man. Money don't make you. It's your principles.
Right.
This is why you can lose the money. This is why, I heard you say earlier about how much this person got. You don't even know what money is. You know what I mean? What is money? What is your principle do you stand on? I hustled. I ain't gonna lie to you. I saw $200,000-$300,000, and I saw the lives that was lost doing it. Cause growing up in Philadelphia, there was a gang. I was from like 20th and Carpenter, 22nd and Catherine. It was bad, and you had the JBM. All these cats. You may remember that, but the JBM.
I was in North Philly.
Well, they took over your neighborhood too.
It was just drugs.
Yeah, but see, but seeing that and seeing where these guys is at now who had it, they're gone. I knew a dude that couldn't count, literally. But I remember going to see a BMW with this dude. He couldn't count money at all. And I show people the opposite side of this. The guy couldn't count, literally. Seriously, you probably tell him come to 100. He couldn't. We went to a BMW dealer when the BMW first came out, the 840.
Right.
He said, I'm going to make 2 payments. The car was $200,000. He counted that money. So now when I talk to people about what money really is and what you do with it and what you want after that, you want what's after it, not what's going on.
Right.
Because I blew a lot of money. Seriously, I blew a lot.
Everybody on this panel, I'm sure, have.
This dude wind up. You mean a person seeing $100,000 in your hand, like from drugs? This dude died. They actually set him up. He got killed. But what I'm saying to you that when I'm talking to people now, we have the most business-minded cats on the street. If we can take that energy, just like the music that we hear.
Right.
I'm around Africa Bambaataa, brother, almost every day, and he tells me how hip-hop was and how hip-hop is today. But I would talk to the youth and say, listen, we have the best business cats on the street. In order to be a drug dealer, you got to know chemistry.
That's true.
Think about it.
Yeah.
To mix coke and heroin up. To be a businessman, you got to know how to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? To count money, you have to be an accountant. Let's use that talent over here.
Right.
So that's what I start talking to youth about. You know what I mean? Let's build on that. Because this stuff don't impress me. I can have anything I want right now. I just choose not to.
Right.
I'm not a cat that sell my soul.
Right.
And I'm just, like I said, I keep it real. I don't move away from it. When I go back home, bad as my city is in South Philly, I still go back there. I feel kind of weary, but it's like, because I keep myself away from media because I don't want you thinking I got something, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I really don't. So when you see me wearing this because I am really blinging.
Yeah.
The stuff that you're wearing, that's not blinging. They don't even understand what blinging is. So I'm showing you something that's different.
Exactly.
Like how hip hop was. We was rocking medallions.
Right.
Bam told me a story how they brought all this other stuff in, and I'm saying Africa Bambaataa, the father of hip hop,
Right.
how they
Planet
started
Rock.
bringing all this stuff
Right.
in to actually divert our attention, bruh. So all the stuff that we seeing right now, we had a conversation, me coming here, and my man Mel Jackson, the actor, he wants to do this Skype about shooting, because when he heard, and I'm like, well, damn, man, shooting. I'm like, we can't stop violence. Violence going every day unless we're going to tell the police to stop shooting people. You know what I mean?
First and foremost.
Yeah, so we're going to do that, but we need to address those issues. We ain't got time for buffoonery anymore, man. That's just me. Right. We don't have time for it, bro.
Yeah, and you're 100% right. Miss Washington, you're in the community. You're a businesswoman, right? I'm sure you, in your lifetime, have seen it all,
right?
And seeing more. What are some of your thoughts and on the community, as a whole, business wise, in reference to, like, how can we, like my brother was saying, we got to learn how to build and know what's really real. But in the business world, it's about consumption.
Right.
It's about consuming as much as you possibly can until you just eat up everything. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think a lot of times we've become so selfish. It's all about me, me, me. We don't even care about our brothers and our sisters. And so as a community, we have to come together because we have it going on. I definitely agree with my brother to my right. We have some smart people in the world, in the community. Yeah. But if we have to learn how to respect one another, come together, learn, educate ourselves so we can be all that we can be. So many people have so much potential inside of them, and we're missing it because we will not take ourselves to the next level, and it's time to go.
And let me ask you, the panel, what do you think is holding the community behind? Do you think do you think it's consumption? Do you think it's religion? Do you think it's the mentality, right? Or is it a combination or culmination of all?
I believe it starts from youth first and foremost, because as you're growing, you're building your foundation of what you see in everyday life. If you see the next person higher up from you, like selling drugs and doing all these things, you're gonna think that's the only way out. So when you see it and that's the only thing you see, that's all you're exposed to. So what else can you do?
I think it's the family dynamic. There's the fathers non-existent, mothers disrespecting themselves. They're just doing whatever it is that they need. It's okay to have a baby daddy. It's okay, to not have the father present in the home. I think it's very important to have the father present in the home. So you have no guidance.
Right.
Because the family structure is torn apart. So to me, it's family.
Listen, I blame the fourth branch of government.
That too.
No, you ain't hearing me right now. The fourth branch of government is the media. That is the most powerful tool. So that's when I'm saying it. It's like that's what's going on right now. And really, like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, you don't have to condemn a dirty glass of water to sit a clean one up. The problem is we're not sitting something else up besides this crap that's out here right now. Be if it's the music that that you listen to. Because I'm around music cats. I'm around Karis. I'm around most of them, and we see, but you don't know. I heard the sister over there earlier. She didn't even know who Donny Hathaway was. That's something that should have been taught.
I don't believe you saying that again.
So I'm just keeping it real.
Talking about that again.
It needs to be taught, and we're not teaching that. It's like I went to a school and I said, how many of y'all know who Africa Bambaataa is? They didn't know, right? I said, if it wasn't for these guys like Kool Herc or Bam, you wouldn't have hip hop today. If it wasn't for them. Right. There's elements in hip hop, and the fifth element is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Are we teaching that? No. And also going back, it's the ego thing. I don't care if you're in a church or whatever. I don't have nothing. I tell people I'm dumb. I have nothing. I know nothing. But I'm gonna ask you what you do know. But when I ask you what you do know, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna tell me you don't know nothing while you talking. See what I'm saying? That's how you get to an individual. We have to teach people. We are teachers also in the temple of hip hop.
Right.
Not teachers.
Right.
Teach us.
Right.
Totally different. So we teach people how to think. Let's build on what a community is. What the sister was talking about. If we had a community, think about it, which means community, something in common. If we had a community, nowhere else can come in our community. I went to every state. The Mexicans don't have no other people selling their stuff. The Jewish people in Brooklyn don't have nobody selling their stuff. The Italians don't have nobody else selling their stuff. Look around. We allow everybody to come in and then want to cry, march, protest, and all this other stuff.
You better preach, boy.
Come on, let's be real. So this is what we need to be talking about, not what Nicki Minaj talking about. What?
Like, huh? Really?
Seriously?
So you trying to say there's something wrong with those guys walking around in those civil rights suits?
Yeah. Because you need to be building on human rights.
Right, my brother.
Just to kind of segue off what he said.
Segue. He don't want to say nothing no more.
I think we as a black people hold each other back because it's like nobody want to see anybody like another black person doing better than them. So we pull each other down, like he was saying. Like the Koreans help their own people out, the whites help their own people out. You know what I'm saying? You got Koreans. If a black person had a place of business, it's not going to be filled up with black people. If a Korean person had a place of business, it's going to be filled up with black people.
That's right.
Weave shops, nail shops,
Oh, yes.
whatever the case may be. But if that same black person had a weave shop, it's going to be shut down in 3 months because
we don't have our stuff together either.
Well, let me ask you that. It's another
breaking all the rules.
It's another question. It's another question I want to ask because in the 60s and 70s, right?
Wasn't born yet. Sorry.
Thank you. Anyway, so in the 60s and 70s, therefore, not in the other way. So look, in the 60s and 70s, you heard a lot of, for instance, poverty people saying that somebody was holding them down, right? Now, subconsciously, I don't even like to say the word subconsciously because there's no such thing as subconscious. You know what I mean? It's your God.
Conscious or not.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're no sub, but just for the sake of everybody out there, the words, right? They were saying that people were holding them down. Now, were people financially holding them down, or was it that somebody was just tripping? Because all we're talking about is finances, money, right? And we don't have, like in the hood, they don't have banks in the hood. Right, we don't have a centralized banking system.
I wonder why.
Well, we know.
Let me share something with you, man.
Break it down.
In Philadelphia, we used to have a strip, and he was talking about blacks. Number one, I don't even subscribe to the term black. I don't even, because I'm not that.
Yeah.
First and foremost,
tell them what you are.
I'm a Moor. First of all,
explain what a Moor is.
Actually, what our people are. We're Moors, not blacks. And the Europeans already know who we are. They know, it's no doubt about that. The problem is, the reason why we even have poverty is because of ignorance. Ignorance breeds poverty. That's what it is. And we're ignorant to who we are, ignorant to real economics. When you heard me come in and said, well, what is economics? What is money?
Right.
Money means metal, moneta. So we understand what money is. We will understand. I got a coin in my pocket, a real silver coin. It's worth $29, right? But you'll call a note, what you carry in your pocket, money.
Yeah.
But it never says money. It says note on there. Yeah. See how the ignorance, which breeds that. So now we're going to kill for that.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? This is what we do even in the Moorish movement. We teach people. Our job is to reach our people and teach them who they are. Build up real economics. In Philadelphia, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but South Street was called Cedar Street. We had stores from Delaware Avenue up to Grace.
Well, Harlem, Harlem.
Same way. But it was Moors that ran that. Yeah. See what I'm saying? We had a lot of stuff. We was the first ones that had a bank.
You said desegregation helped?
Exactly, in the 70s.
Yeah.
And I look at a lot of elders and say, y'all dropped the ball on us because you wanted to integrate. And the integration is what killed us. No other group of people integrate, but they stick with their family. Look at Kamara Lee. Her name is Kamara Lee Simpson. Lee. Right. She kept that name, didn't she?
Right.
She didn't give it up. But we'll say, let's give it up.
Right.
Again, principles, morals. Ignorance brings poverty. That's why we.
That's hold on right there. I gotta give you a stadium clap for that.
You get the table clap.
Right.
You gotta get a stadium clap. We gotta get on out of here. Oh my God, we was just getting heated up.
Right.
I'm starting the show here soon, though, bro.
Yeah.
The show be coming soon.
Go ahead and tell me about your show, and I want to give shouts out for everybody because Van Eric, he got to bounce and stuff, and I got to, let's go ahead.
Van Eric got his food ready.
He got some food, some chicken.
Got some ham hocks.
He got some pork and some pork chops.
Van has you so trained. He just looked at the window. He didn't say nothing to you, and he's like, "Oh, gotta go." And just looked at you.
Well, it's
he
not,
just gave you this look.
It's not a necessary. Hold on, let me cut your mic.
Nah, whatever.
Let me just cut your mic off. It's not being trained. It's just respect, boo-boos.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all
respect.
It is. That's it. We have to learn how to respect each other. So go ahead, everybody. Go ahead and give me a little something before we go. Just give me a little bit.
Let the sisters go first. You can go.
Please. Okay, that's it. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
At the end of the day, I feel like it all goes like if you knew better, you do better.
Right.
That's what I think.
I like that. You got a stadium clap on that one. You got a stadium clap.
Whatever.
This is the last one though. Go ahead. No more stadium claps for you.
As a community, we have to come together, and we can come together. There's so much potential in each and every one of us. All we have to do is bring it out, educate ourselves, and work together because we can make a change.
Working together. She gets a stadium clap because it's all about working together.
Why is it so low?
I know, right?
So it looks like it's showering.
It's just like
Sounds like.
I'm just gonna need people to care because it take a village. It really does. And back in the day, you had. If the parent wasn't doing what they were supposed to do, you had the neighbor that took up like, yo, you're supposed to be in school.
Yeah.
You know, no one cares. Everyone is about themselves. It's all about self. We need to come together and care a little more than what we're doing.
there it is.
It's not gonna work.
That's a stadium
Hey,
clap.
listen, man.
It's a stadium clap. Let me get it together. Stadium clap. Go
I
ahead.
don't need to clap. Bro.
I'm gonna give you a stadium clap
need to
anyway.
clap anyway.
You say some real shit. I gotta give you a stadium
Hey,
clap.
listen, I just want to say knowledge yourself, man. That's it. And I start my
That's the
show here
stadium
on
clap.
January the 1st.
Can we finish?
January the 1st, I'll be doing a show here. I ain't come up with a name just yet. You know what I mean? But it might be the Sabir Bay show. We don't know. I got some other stuff running around in my
Money's
head right
funny.
now.
I got you. Money's funny.
Money's funny.
Yeah, money's funny.
That's hot though.
You could do that, but Sabir Bay, check me out on Facebook, Twitter, the Sabir Bay Show. I'm on Twitter also. So
Okay.
yes, sir.
My brother.
I just want to say, I don't see color. I see people. So
There it is.
everybody, if you reach somebody, teach somebody. Black, white, blue, green, purple, whatever color you is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see color.
Yeah, there it
Teach
is.
somebody.
Real
That's all I'm
stadium.
saying.
But you're
Make
not
this world a
blind.
better place.
Okay.
He done heard more stadium claps than all of us.
Could you hear it through the helmets though? Like, could you hear it through the helmets? Like,
Oh
could
yeah,
you-
most definitely.
Oh.
Only time you don't hear is when you
Like-
make a big play.
Well, that's how I know. That's why y'all got concussions. Because if you can hear through the helmets, then I know it was getting through them helmets.
Right,
That's how
yeah.
you got hit.
I want to go ahead and say, I want to thank my panel. You guys are beautiful. And
God bless you. Thank you.
and we want to, we would have got in 2 hours in on this one, but we have to. It's a 1 hour show, and they gave us LA Talk Live. My boy Van gave us an extra 5 minutes, because we started. Like, no, 5 minutes on, when broadcasting time is a month. That's money right there. So it's real. I'm telling you, I'm just saying.
We need sponsors.
Yeah, so look, check us out on Facebook, the Shock Factor page on Facebook, and also Twitter. You can check out my album, I Am Human, on iTunes. That's I Am Human, Shakim, and Project DNA. You see? Oh, I thought you had something to say. But look, I want to thank everybody, for coming in today, really. And you guys are always welcome to come into the panel.
Thank you, bro.
There's always some serious, there's some serious stuff that we can talk about that we can just find a solution. There's a lot to talk about, but a lot of people are not talking about solutions.
That's right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so let's find, every time we come together, let's get solutions together and let's build on that.
Let me leave you with this.
We
bro.
got some.
We can't change them. We can shift them.
Yeah, exactly. And, and just to add on to them, the only thing that's constant in the world is change. Right. So every day, something within ourselves is going to allow us to do something incredibly positive for somebody else. Go within self and find whatever that is, and just show love. Fuck it, show love. You know what I'm saying?
Just drop the F-bomb.
Fuck it. I mean, when people are, so.
And you're worried about kids watching the show.
I mean, it's 12
The
of them.
21st is next week, so
It's 12
let's
of
see if you won't be a werewolf or something weird.
Well, I heard you was going to turn into a pumpkin. Is that true?
I don't
You better get your
joke.
boyfriend to give you a kiss.
I don't get the joke.
Because if you don't get the slipper or the kiss, you're fucked.
I hope I turn into Cleopatra.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Shock Factor here on LA Talk Live every Friday at 8 o'clock. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, we want to thank our panel. It was a somber day, but at the end of the day, we wanted to, bring a little something to the party. Just a little, whatever we could. I don't know, whatever that was. But thank you for tuning in. Check us in. Check us out next week. We'll be back, same time, same place. LA Talk Live, Shock Factor, Reality Radio, handcrafted.
For your
listening pleasure.
There you go, ladies. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
the day, you gotta save yourself. At the end of the day, oh, how do you see? At the end of the day, oh, you gotta save yourself. At the end of the
Many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.